Alright, welcome back to this class. Today we are going to be looking at multiplication and division of fractions. Yes, welcome back. This is GSS 1, first term, week 9. Interesting. Very good. Now let's see how we can multiply fraction. In the last video, we have extensively dealt with addition and subtraction of fraction. Now this time around, we'll be looking at multiplication and division of fraction. I'm going to take it step by step and cases by cases. Let's start with the first case, when we are multiplying a whole number by a fraction or a fraction by a whole number. Look at examples that we can have on that. Okay, so that you can prepare your mind for it. Multiplying fractions by whole numbers. So examples on that. So question can give you this. So they can give you something like 3/4 times 7. You can have something like 4 times 5/8. You can have something as simple as 2/3 times 2. So it depends on how you have it. All of this can be done in a simple way. Everything is simple. Let me add more questions. Let's say number 4 says 80 times 1/8. And at times, instead of using multiplication, they will use off. They will use off, which is also saying the same thing. They will say 3/8 of 24. So now all of these questions will be done using multiplication. There is no special thing about them. I just come with solution. Let's start with number 1. Number 1 is 3/4 times 7. Now, when dealing with multiplication of fraction, we are meant to multiply the numerator by the other numerator and the denominator by the other denominator. But if you look at this, this is a whole number. Clearly, there is no visible denominator here. There is no physical denominator here, but we can generate it. Of course, you know that 7 is the same as 7/1. So 7/1 means 7 divided by 1, which is the same as 7. So that will enable us to have something to multiply with the 4. So don't leave it the way you have it here. Now I will just do 3 times 7. 3 times 7 will give me 21 at the top. So whatever you have done at the top, keep it on top. And the ones you are doing at the bottom, keep it at the bottom. So you do 4 times 1. That will give you 4. So now we are having 21/4. I don't want to leave my answer as improper fraction. I will just change it to mixed fraction. So how many 4 can I get from 21? That will just be 5. Remainder 1/4. You can see how simple it is. Easy peasy. No problem. Let's go to the next question. Number 2. Question says 4 times 5/8. Don't be deceived by the way it is arranged this time around. Whole number is coming first and fraction is coming next this time around. That's not a problem at all. The same thing that you did here is also applicable here. So you just divide this by 1. So ordinary 4 is the same as 4/1. That will enable you to multiply this and multiply this. So I will just do 4 times 5, that will give me 20, divided by 1 times 8, that will give me 8. Now 20 over 8 can simply be reduced. Of course, 4 can divide here, 4 can also divide here. 4 here, 5, 4 here, 2. So I will have 5 over 2, which can be reduced, which can be written in mixed fraction. How many 2 in 5? That is 2 whole number, 1 over 2. It's as simple as that. Now, another way to do this particular question, instead of multiplying directly, so we can as well cut along different parts. So I can keep this as over 1. Now, it is possible for me to divide along diagonals like this, or divide along diagonals like this, or even divide vertically like this, or vertically like this. But we don't divide horizontally like this. So if multiplication is involved, is involved, you can cancel along this, or cancel along this part, or cancel along the vertical, or cancel along the vertical. But don't cancel along horizontal if multiplication is involved. Now, I'm saying 4 here and I'm saying 8 here. You see, I am allowed to cancel along this part. So I can say that 4 here, 1, 4 in 8, that will give me 2. So, as a result of this, these fractions look simpler now. This is 1 over 1. I can simply multiply 1 times 5. That will give me 5. Then I will do 1 times 2. That will be over 2. So now, you can see that with just one step, this one step has led me to this, which is also the same as this. So it has led me faster to the third step of the first method. Very easy. Now, I can simply say how many 2 in 5? That will be 2 whole and 1 over 2. So that is how fraction or multiplication of fraction can be most of the time. So we can simply go to question 3. So I will leave question 3 for you to do. Do it and leave your answer in the comment section. Even question 4, I can also leave it for you. You can use the 2 methods that I use. You can use it. So I will leave question 4 also for you. Now let me do question 5, where we have off. This is also very simple. Question 5. So we have 3 over 8 of 24. What I will need to first do is to let my examiner know that I know what this off is representing. The off represents multiplication. You can simply just say 3 over 8 times 24. So now I already have the same type of questions I've been dealing with now. So I can put this as over 1. You can decide to first do 3 times 24, then 8 times 1. Or you simply look around. So you see that there is 8 here and there is 24 here. You can simply divide each other. That is 8 here 1, 8 in 24, that will give me 3. Yes. Then I will do 3 times 3, that will give me 9 over 1 times 1, that is 1. So the answer is 9. It's as simple as that. Very, very easy. Let me create one more question for you. Let me create one more question. If you have 32 over 48 times, times 60. Now, what we're having here are big numbers. So if you want to stick to the first method and multiply 32 times 60, it's going to give you one very fat number on top. It's going to give you one very fat number. You see the reason why you have to know different methods. So you look around and see what are the things that you can reduce. So I can reduce along this part, very possible. I can reduce along this part. So first of all, looking at this and this, of course, 16 can divide both. You can decide to use simple number first. You can decide to use something as simple as 2, but make your work neat. So, but with what I am saying, 16 can go, 16 can go. So if I divide it by 16, this will give me just 2. And if I divide it by 16, this will give me 3. That means the new fraction will be 2 over 3 times 60 over 1. That's 2 over 3 times 60 over 1. Now, still along diagonal, I can still see something that can 3 and 60. 3 can divide both. So 3 in 3 once, 3 in 60, that will just give me 20. So look at how the question is now looking simpler than what we had initially. Big numbers initially, but we have reduced it to something simple that we can easily handle. Now I have 2 times 20, that will give me 20, 40. That will give me 40 over 1 times 1, that will give me 1. So 40 divided by 1, that is just 40. So it's as simple as that. All right? So very, very easy. You can see fraction can be so easy. Now that is how we deal with multiplication of fractions by a whole number. I need one more question. One more question to show you that sometimes you can have improper fraction in this case too. So you can have 2 whole number 1 over 2 of 72. So now don't panic if you have something like this. Don't be scared. 2 whole number 1 over 2 of 72. All you just need to do is to first of all change this to improper fraction. Thank God I have taught that. So you change this to improper fraction. That will be 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. You have 5 over 2. Off means times. I'll change it to times 72. Interesting. Now, what I will do next is to see if there is something that can cancel out. If I like, I can do 5 times 72, then 2 times 1. But that will give me a big number on top. So I can simply reduce. This and this can go. 2 here, 1. 2 in 72. That will be 36. So now I'm going to do 5 times 36. Is that not 180? That will be 180. Very good. So that will be my final answer. Or you do 1 times 1, that will give me 1 at the bottom. 180 divided by 1 is 180. So that is how multiplication of fractions can be so easy most of the time. Now, I need to now go to where you have fraction and fraction together. Fraction versus fraction. Multiplying fraction and fraction together. Very, very interesting. So very easy. There is nothing so special about this. So the same process, you follow the same process in doing everything. Okay, let's see one very simple question. Number 1 says 3 over 5 times 4 over 9. Let's add number 2 as 3 over 32. 3 over 32 times 4 over 7. Number 3 says, okay, let's go a little bit higher. 3 whole number 5 over 17 times 2 whole number 5 over 6 times 4 over 8. So with the help of these 3 questions, we can finally say bye-bye to multiplication of fractions. Then we go to division of fraction. So it's as simple as that. Let's start with the first one, number 1, which says 3 over 5 times 4 over 9. 3 over 5 times 4 over 9. You follow the same process. or you simply look around and see things that you can cancel out. Of course, 3 can go in this, 3 can go in this. So 3 here, 1, 3 in 9, that will just give me 3. Alright? So from here, I still look around if there is any other thing that can cancel out. Nothing more. So I can have 1 times 4, that will give me 4, divided by 5 times 3, that is 15. So the answer is 4 over 15. So this cannot be reduced. I will just leave my answer like that. Let's go to number 2. This is 3 divided by 32 multiplied by 4 divided by 7. Now look around and see what are the things that can reduce. So 3 and 7, no way. 4 and 32, there is way. 4 here, 1. 4 here, 8. Of course, 4 can divide 32 8 times. So I will just multiply the remaining things. 3 times 1, that will just give me 3 at the top. Then 8 times 7, that will give me 56 at the bottom. So 3 out of 56 is the final answer. So this cannot be reduced anymore. Now, let's see the question 3, which is the simplest. Don't feel like this is almighty. There is nothing almighty about this. Nothing so powerful about it. So here you have 3 wholes and 5/17 times what? 2 wholes and what? 5/6 multiplied by 4, 8. Okay, first thing that we will do is to first change everything to all the mixed fraction, change them to improper fraction. This I will do 17 times 3. Okay, 17 times 3. What does that give me? 3 times 7, that is 21. 3 times 1, 3. Okay, that will give me 51. 51 plus 5, that will give me 56. So I will have 56 over 17. Then I will still multiply by, change this one also, 6 times 2, 12 plus 5, that is 17 over 6. Multiply by, here we have 4 over 8. Aha! There is a lot of things that I'm saying here. The question that looked so powerful before can now be reduced to the level of babies. So 17 is here, 17 is here. You know what that means? This here 1, this here 1. Gone for life. Now, another thing that I can clearly see here is the 4 and the 8. Remember I said you can cancel along the vertical or cancel along the diagonal. So 4 can go here once and 4 can go here twice. So 4 can go here twice. So this has reduced to 1 over 2. So and at the same time, if you look at 5 and 6, so I mean 56 and 6. So something can still work. 3 can go in the 2 can go in this 3 times. 3 times. And 2 can go in 56. That will be like 28 times. So 28 times. Yes. So what I am left with is 28, 1, and 1. But here I have, at the bottom, I have 1, 3, and 2. So I will multiply the remaining things together. 28 times 1, that's 28. Times another 1, that will give me 28 on top. All divided by 1 times 2 times 3. 1 times 3, that's 3. 3 times 2, that's 6. So I have 28 over 6, which I can still write as, okay, this can still be reduced, actually. Yes. So 2 can still go in both. 2 in 28, that will give me 14. 2 in 6, that will give me 3. Now, I can simply write this as mixed fraction. How many 3 in 14? That will give me 4. Remainder 2 out of 3. So you can see how simple multiplication of fraction can be. Interesting. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. Now, I can say that this is the end of multiplication. Yes. So I will just go to division directly. So in this same video, let's quickly learn about division of fraction. So I'm going to start as simple as I will start very simple. So I will start with the general principle. Yes. So we are going to start with dividing a fraction by another fraction. So before we now go to dividing a fraction by whole numbers. So let's see example. The question can say you should evaluate or simplify the following. So you can have a question like this. Eight over 9 divided by 6 over 15. So let me put a mixed fraction so that you can see this directly. I don't want to waste time with the division. So if you know multiplication, then you should know division as well. So if you know multiplication, you will definitely know division. So it's very, very easy. Let me add one more question so you can also have something to do. So let's go. Now, I can divide my board. Now, looking at this question, I can see that this is an easy job. Number one, I have 3 over 5 divided by 4 over 9. Good, interesting. Now, what we have here is division. So we don't directly just go straight. Though we can directly go straight with trick. But why not learn the right thing first? Learn the actual process first before you now learn the trick. So there is something called change and flip rule. Change and flip rule. So change and flip rule is what we are going to apply here. So the change will occur at the division. You change the division to multiplication. Let's change it first. So this will be equal to 3 over 5. Change the division to multiplication. So we just apply the change. Now flip. Flip means the next thing after the division, you take the reciprocal. That is, you flip the denominator and the numerator. So the denominator will come up and the numerator will go down. So we have 9 over 4. So that's what they call change and flip rule. So this will work. This only works when you have division. You don't do this for multiplication. Now you are having multiplication and you are familiar already with multiplication. You remember the rule. Multiply this and this and multiply this and this. So we do 3 times 9. That will give me 27. After looking around and see that nothing can cancel. So you cannot cancel this and this. You can cancel this and this. You can cancel this and this. And you can cancel this and this. So just multiply straight. 3 times 9, 27 over 5 times 4, that is 20. So we have 27 over 20, which can be written in mixed fraction as what? 1 whole number, 7 over 20. So that is how division can also be easy. So if you look at this, okay, let's do question 2. Question 2, this is 8 over 9 divided by 6 over 15. So let us use our flip and change method, or change and flip. Change must come first. So I have to first change this division to multiplication. 8 over 9 times what? 6. Oh, sorry. I have changed the division to multiplication. So what will now happen next is flip. Let 15 come up and 6 go down. So this time around, I need to look around and see what can cancel out. 9 and 15. 3 can divide both. 3 in 9, that will give me 3. 3 in 15, that will give me 5. So you can still look around here too. Alright? Look around here. You will see that 2 can work. 2 can go in this 4 times and 2 can go in this 3 times. So what we are having now is very easy to handle. I will just multiply the remaining things. So 4 times 5, that will give me 20. over 3 times 3, that will give me 9. So of course, I can't leave my answer like this. Let's write it in mixed fraction. How many 9 in 20? That will give me 2, remainder 2 over 9. So the answer is 2 whole number, 2 over 9. Very, very easy. All right, now let's go to the third one. I'm going to leave this number 4 for you to do. So I will leave number 4 for you to do. Do it and drop your answer in the comment section. Before I proceed to number 3, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button. Subscription is completely free. You are not paying any dime to subscribe to a YouTube channel. Unlike the way you subscribe to GoTV and your recharge card, or subscribe to your phone for data, for browsing. No, subscription is free. So it will help. If you subscribe, it will enable you to be seeing more of our content, and it will help this channel to grow as well. Let's proceed. Okay, let's go to number 3. So this will be the last thing I'm doing on division of fraction by fraction. So then I will choose another case. 3 whole number 1 over 9 divided by 2 whole number 4 over 5. So you don't just start dividing directly. The way we did for addition, when we say 3 plus 2, when we add, don't do this here, okay? Don't do it here. Students make that mistake. Even in multiplication, you don't do that here. You first of all need to first change this to improper fraction, no matter what. So even if there is trick, learn the right thing first. Okay, so I will change this to improper fraction. That's 3 times 9, that is 27. 27 plus 1, that is 28 over 9, divided by 5 times 2, 10, plus 4, that will give me 14 over 5. All right, now I can now apply my change and flip rule. So change this division to multiplication. So this is 28 over 9. So before change, nothing should happen to the first fraction. So students make that mistake also. They will now change 9. So before the division, anything that comes before the division, leave it like that. But the one after the division, that's the one you will flip. So after changing this to multiplication, then you now flip this. So that will be 5 over 14. Do nothing to this, leave it like that. I repeat. Now, look along every angle. You see that something can cancel out. This is 14 and this is 28. Yeah, 14 can go in 28. 14 here once, 14 here twice. Yes, nothing more, right? So you just do 2 times 5, which will give me 10 over 9 times 1, that will give me 9. So this can be turned to mixed fraction. How many 9 in 10? That will just give me 1, remainder 1 over 9. It's as simple as that. You can see how simple multiplication division can be. So it's as simple as that. Now, let's look at dividing fractions by whole numbers or dividing whole numbers by fraction. I'll combine the two with this next example that I'm about to do. I'll combine it. All right, so let's go. Now, we can have something as simple as this, something as simple as this. So if you have number 1 as 9 divided by 3 over 4. Number 2, we can have 27 divided by 9 over 2. Let's go to number 3, where we have a fraction being divided by a whole number. I can have something like 42 over 50 divided by, divided by 14. Yes, divided by 14. Okay, this will be the final step I'm taking. Let me give one more example. You can even have a mixed fraction being divided by a whole number. Let's say we have 6 whole number, 2 over 3 divided by divided by, okay, divided by 4. Divided by 4. Next, let's say number 5. We now have 3 whole number, 1 over 3 divided by 5. All right, so this will be the end of the video. I'm going to do number 1 and leave number 2 for you. Okay, and leave number 3 also for you. So I'm going to do number 4 and leave number 5 for you. So all the ones that I put arrow and mark, you are the one that are doing that. So let me do number 1. Let's start with number 1. So this is 9 divided by 3 over 4. Okay, I will still be the one to do number 3. Yes. Okay, let's see this. So first thing, 9 can be written as 9 over 1. Yes, it can be written as 9 over 1. Nothing has changed. 9 divided by 1 is 9. So now this division, we will apply the change and flip rule. So division can be turned to multiplication. Then what will happen to this? Of course, we flip. 4 will go up and 3 will come down. So now we are having a simple multiplication problem. So what we do here is 3 here 1, 3 here 3. So what are we left with? 3 times 4, which will give me 12. 1 times 1, that will give me 1. Finally, I will have 12 as my answer. You can see how simple it can be. Very good. Now, let me come to this, number 3. So, number 3, that means I will do this also. Number 3 is 42 over 50 divided by 14. 42 over 50 divided by 14. So, now, I can directly apply the change and flip rule here now. So this is 42. This 14 can be 14 over 1. 14 can be 14 over 1. Whatever you see that is standing alone as a whole number, just put over 1 there. So now, this will remain 42 over 50. Then the division will turn to multiplication. Yes. So I will just flip. The numerator will go up, which is 1 over the denominator will become 14. So now what we have here now can simply be reduced. I think 14 can go here. Yes, like 3 times. 14 here 1. 14 can go in 42 3 times. So 14 times 3. Yeah, that's 42. This is 3 times. So finally I'll be left with 3 times 1. That will be 3 over 50 times 1. That will be 50. So this is the final result. So I'm done with this as well. So I will leave this one for you. I've done this. So now let me do this. I will leave this one also for you. I will do this now. Number 4. So you are going to do number 2 and number 5. Drop your answer in the comments. So let's see 6 whole number 2 over 3 divided by 4. Let's go. So I'll first of all change this to improper fraction. 6 times 3, that is 18. 18 plus 2, that will give me 20 over 3. Now, I can write this as over 1. You know that. So now, let me change the division to multiplication. So, flip will now occur as 1 over 4. Of course, 4 here 1, 4 here 5. So, I'm left with 5 times 1, that is 5, over 3 times 1, that is 3. So, finally, I can simply say that how many 3 and 5? That will be 1 whole and 2/3. 1 whole number 2 over 3. So with all of these examples that we have done, so I can believe that you don't have any problem again in multiplication and division of fraction. The only thing that remains is word problems on fraction, on multiplication and division of fraction. But in the next video, I want to do a mixed operation on fraction, where we use BIDMAS rule to deal with fractions. So that's what I'm doing in the next video. Meet me in the next video. Thank you.